What is up, guys? Tarrell here, and today I'm going to talk about the 5 things I learned when making my short film, Sock Education. So let's jump right in to number 1. Usually trying to get a lot of good ideas is the big challenge when it comes to making a short film, but with Sock Education, I found that I actually had way too many, and this caused issues because this is only a short film, and I had enough ideas to where this basically would have felt like a full-length film, kind of smushed down into a short film. So what I basically learned is sometimes you have to kill your darlings, which, if you've never heard that phrase, that basically means sometimes you have to get rid of the things you really love. And I found that a lot of these ideas that I cut could probably survive on their own as, their own short films. And that's what you should do too, because short films aren't, feature lengths that are just smushed down into smaller ones. They're just supposed to be really short films. Not much else to say. So cramming is something that I actually came across when I made my short film last summer called It's Yellow Eyes, and I basically at the time chalked it up to not being prepared. And while that was partially true, I figured out what the real problem was on this shoot. And that was basically that I tried to film the entire video, or at least a very large portion, all in one day. And while I was able to do that, I found that because I was trying to finish the day by having like the entire video done, I wasn't giving enough time and attention to certain scenes. And I know this because when I went back and reshot the parts I didn't like, they alone took up the same amount of time as I took to shoot, the entire video. And I just didn't give enough time to all the scenes, which is why in a lot of bigger motion pictures, you see that they'll spend weeks at sometimes just shooting one scene because they take a long time. You can't cram everything into one day, unless of course it's a really short video and you're positive that you can do it. But if it's something really complex, I just wouldn't recommend trying to shoot it all in just, one day and concentrate it. I think you need to set out days for certain scenes and just focus, solely on those scenes just to make sure you can get everything how you absolutely want it, and this will stop you from having to go back and do reshoots. This thing I learned is basically an expansion on what Luke talked about in his last 5 things video, which what he said was that you should plan your music ahead of time. On this, I learned that you should really just start working on the sound design ahead of time, because there was only like one sound effect I needed to do Foley on in post-production, because everything else I actually grabbed before we even started shooting. This made just the sound editing so much quicker and faster. So you really should just plan sound design ahead of time, and you really should just plan everything ahead of time. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do this tip, but I'm learning, so definitely just try and plan out everything ahead of time, especially sound design, because it will save you a lot of time. If you're like me and you have issues when it comes to procrastinating really badly, one way that I found to really help break down on that is just to set personal deadlines. Let people know, hey, this video is coming out at this time, because then you have some pressure to go out and actually get it done, even though sometimes it might feel like a lot of pressure, especially if you find that you're really busy and you don't have time to work on it. But really just setting these deadlines will really help you. This is something that me and Luke did back in our days when we did this other YouTube channel called LT Shorts. We had deadlines every single month of when our videos came out, and that really helped us cancel out procrastination 100%. And so I think just setting personal deadlines to get those videos out will definitely help you stop slacking and start making those movies. The last thing I learned when making this is that you really should just try and, explore yourself as a filmmaker. I mean, I think it's important to go out and just try something new, because film is such a giant, expansive genre of art. And, just trying to put yourself in just one type of spot, I don't think is, very healthy for you. I think you should try and dip your toe in every single type of film. Just for example, I wrote a romance film that I plan on shooting sometime, and that's just me trying to just dip my toe in something new. I might fail, it might be horrible, but that's what filmmaking is. Filmmaking is trying and sometimes succeeding, sometimes failing. So guys, that is me talking about the 5 things I learned on my short film Sock Education. We should have a new short film coming soon. But yeah, if you have not seen Sock Education yet, please check that out. Please check out some of our other short films, and also like and subscribe, because we really appreciate it. We love the support. So that is Tarrell with the 5 things, and have a good day.